Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. Starting off this video with a quick little haul from Sam's. I got some ground chuck and got some bananas. They are very green, but you know, we get them early so we can eat them. And some chicken enchiladas. You guys, these were so good. I never get ready-made meals from Sam's, so I'm definitely gonna have to do that more moving forward. I also got that baby spinach that I did not use. Why did I buy it? And a lot of sugar because I had a lot of baking projects that I had to get done. Some sausage. The sausage went really well, like sausage, egg, and cheese Greek bowls, but also for our pizzas that we had. I'm gonna make some homemade pizzas, and so it was good to add the sausage on top of those, as well as some bacon. We are not afraid of the pork here in the Nelson household, so I got a lot of bacon. I still have some of that left. And I got a ton, you guys, I got these eggs. Don't buy these eggs. Why were these eggs $6 and some change? I don't like it. And I got these onions, a bunch of onions. I prefer yellow onions, but they just had them at Sam's, so I just picked up a bunch of these. We go through a lot of onions. And that is, oh wait, and I got grapes and milk. I love grapes. Grapes are my favorite fruit. And then we got full fat milk just to enjoy. Hey you guys, welcome back to our channel. Again, I am probably whispering because the boys are sleeping there, and I have some things I have to take care of at my desk. Normally I would just go hide in the kitchen, but they have their sound machine in there, so they probably can't hear us. These are Jason's private thoughts. I don't want y'all looking at them. So I have a few things to get done today. Today is more like a prep day. The boys' room is clean. You guys saw that in the last video. And so I've been trying to stay on top of that and not get it dirty again. They're in there sleeping now. And that's part of the reason why I wanted to clean it up too, because they do well taking a nap in their room, and I don't want to break that habit of them sleeping in their own beds, even if during the day, and then they sleep in their bassinets at night in our room. You know, keeping them in the system of sleeping in their own beds. No, I woke up at 6:30 this morning, which is great. And that sounds crazy because people are like, 6:30, that's early. But most times he wakes up at like 3:34, sometimes even 2:30, and wants to be in bed with us. And so for him to sleep all the way till 6:30 and not want to be in bed with us is amazing. Today, I'm going to order the rest of my groceries for Instacart for Kroger, which is why I'm at the desk now, because I need to get all that together. I need to pay for Noah's appointment that he has coming up. And then I need to prep all the food that I bought. So like y'all saw me buy that big old thing of hamburger meat, or ground beef, ground chuck is what it was. I plan on making burgers out of that and then storing the rest of it. And then I have to order other stuff, like stuff that accompanies meals. But in order for me to do that, I have to actually plan meals. So first things first, let's write our list. So I want to just tell you guys a little bit about my system. I've never really been a systems person, but I do think my life has a lot better order when I do. So everything that I'm highlighting in blue or green is something that is like top priority. It has to be done today. Things that are highlighted in like pink are things that I would really like to get done today if I got all the greens done today, but it's not like top priority. And then you didn't see me, but like the peachy colored stuff is like wishful thinking. So these are the meals for the week. The ones I'm going to be showing y'all this week are the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday meals, but I made all of them and they were all great meals. The only one I didn't make was a crock pot chicken, and that was a Sunday, but I make that all the time, so it wasn't anything new. So this is 2 weeks worth of meals. So I buy groceries 2 weeks at a time. Anything I plan is to plan for 2 weeks out. And then once that time comes back around, then we make a new list. Keep anything that we felt like we really like. So like the taco soup was on last month's list. I'm gonna call Jason, make sure he feels good about all those things. I'm not the only one eating, so I want to be sure that he enjoys them too. And then anything that, like I said, anything that we like stays on the list. Taco soup stayed on the list. And I think that was the only thing from last cycle that stayed on the list. Yeah. So we're going to have that this week and next week. So let me make a list of all the things I'm going to need and then order those on Instacart because I want to go ahead and it's already 12:25. The boys have been down since about 11:30. So I foresee them waking up in the next 30 minutes or so. And we'll see. Y'all, the boys are sleeping. I'm about to tidy this living room, get it all cleaned up. I'm gonna do a quick snap in. All right, quick snap in. I'm probably not even in the same spot. Okay, y'all. So I was in a groove. I had paid for Noah's appointment, cleaned the kitchen, the living room up, made the groceries, and all of a sudden I hit a snap food. So first, I had said I wanted to schedule a PCP appointment, but when I kept calling, they couldn't hear me. They just kept going, if you can hear us, call us back. I called like 3 or 4 times. I wasn't finna keep calling them over and over again. So we had to put that off. And then 2, I put in my Instacart order, but I put it in to, I'm trying to look at the camera, y'all. I put it in for Kroger, which is like in the next city over. And it looks like nobody wants to pick it up, and I don't want to cancel it, but I'm thinking I might have to cancel it and either go to the store myself, not Kroger, but another store, or redo an order for a store that's closer to me. I'm thinking I might do that. And maybe it'll come out cheaper because Kroger can get a little expensive. Let me see. You guys just saw me put away just 1 pound bags of ground beef, and that way I don't have to measure anything out, and I lay them out flat because they thaw faster that way. And now I'm putting together those burgers, you guys. I think I decided to go with 1/4 pound burgers, maybe, if not 1/3 pound, but I'm pretty sure I did 1/4 pound so I can get more burgers for my buck. And this is how it turned out. I got to put 9 away in the deep freezer for later meals. And so that's very helpful. And at the same time, getting dinner ready. I'm gonna explain to you guys how I divvy up things for lunch for Jason and, make dinner at the same time. And then this is how it all turned out, plated up, looking so delicious. All right, you guys, so we got dinner on. We got some meals put away. So I was able to put away all of those ground beef that I showed you earlier. That's gonna be another dinner plus like a half of a dinner, like 2 burgers for Jason, 1 for me. The reason why I made 6 was because I could make enough for dinner tonight and for Jason to pack a lunch for tomorrow. So I'm cooking that up now. We're gonna do some roasted red potatoes. Then I'm gonna clean up the kitchen, and then that's gonna be it for tonight. Hey you guys, so welcome back today. We are getting dinner on. Yesterday I was supposed to put my recipes away, and it ended up just being something I disregarded. I have a bunch of different recipes. It's just a random binder. I kept all the HelloFresh recipes that we liked, like these chicken bulgogi bowls, things we can just do later. if we're interested. And then just, of course, recipes I printed off the internet that we liked. And so I'm gonna put these in here. Some of these I haven't tried. I have to go through and try them. These were actually super good. They're 3-ingredient crescent sausage bites. Croissant. One of those. So I'm just gonna put all the recipes that we're making for this week in here. This is what we're making today. Like I said, I found this recipe. I'll link the YouTube video that I found it. I found this recipe. This lady was making it. It has to cook low for 4 to 6 hours. Y'all just got my blood going. It's to cook low for 4 to 6 hours in the crock pot. So that's why I want to go ahead and get it on now. Jason won't be home till about 7 today. So it's okay that we're just now getting this in at 1. Before I left to go to my appointment, I went ahead and put the chicken on. I'm sorry if paper scraping bothers y'all. I went ahead and put the chicken on and got that pre-cooked. That way it will be done by the time I got here. And so again, this is the recipe we're making today. It's protected from any splishes and splashes that we may get. So I'm going to sweeten my coffee and we'll get right to it. So again, I'll put all this in the description below, but this calls for a pound of ground beef, which again, I'm substituting for chicken, a half an onion chopped, a package of taco seasoning, 6 large flour tortillas, a can of refried beans, 2 to 3 cups of cheese, a can of cream of mushroom or chicken, which I chose chicken, and 4 ounces of sour cream. So we're gonna get that put together. Have you dropped everything? Yeah. You dropped everything? I dropped all of it. I dropped it. I just think it's so funny watching these clips back because this is literally the life that I dreamed of, being able to interact with my kids in a way that wasn't so stressful because of the job I do. But yeah, just watching that video just made my heart warm. But I'm just putting together this meal. My eyes are burning because of these onions, but we pushed through, and I'm mixing together the chicken, the onions, and the seasonings, and then putting together the sour cream and the beans, and just putting everything together so that I can start layering it all out, and you guys will see me layer it in the crock pot. But yeah, this was so easy to do. Like, when I say it was so easy, it was so easy. And then just taking a moment to myself, enjoying a cup of coffee, and taking a moment to just breathe, not feeling like I have to rush and do everything. Y'all, this is my favorite mug. Be still and know that I'm God. And I'm glad to be able to hold it and think about that particular scripture. So I'm layering everything in. It literally was so easy to do, y'all. I would highly recommend this recipe. Highly recommend y'all hopping on and doing this in the crock pot. Again, I made this recipe for dinner, and I also did it again in the oven. I would suggest the crock pot over the oven. I don't know what it is about the slow cooking in the oven and it just taking its time in the oven, but in the crock pot. But I will say that it's much better in the crock pot than in the oven. I hope that's what I said. That's probably not what I said. I hope that's what I said. So this is what it looked like all finished. Y'all see those bubbles? It is bubbling, okay? And all plated up with a dollop of sour cream, dollop of daisy. And that's dinner. Let's turn the baby monitor on. Yo, Jemima is in the background. That girl there, wild. You have people who you have. I want to make sure I can hear them. You have people who you have on YouTube, and it's like you be like asking yourself, how do I meet her? How do I be her friend? Because I want to be her friend. Let me record this before I do this. So I'm about to warm Jason some food up. The microwave is loud, so let me do this first. So you guys know tonight I'm making the chicken, the Olive Garden chicken meal. Isn't it so simple? Open this up. I know where it is. That's it. And I'll try to link all these down below where I found them. So this is why I need to plan in the morning. And I tell y'all that works better for me, but I was not thinking because Jason's home and we just wanted to enjoy some time. Also, Jackson State has a college game day in town, so that's been all the rage. You guys know we're from Jackson, so we live in Mississippi, so all the rage. All right, so what I needed was a half a pound of chicken breast. And you remember last time I said that I was gonna go ahead and cook all that chicken breast because then I'll be able to use it. I won't do extra work, but you need raw chicken for this. So I am going to get that ready. The recipe down below. It's super easy though. It looks super easy. So I have the chicken breast ready. It's been thawed. I didn't thaw it before, so that's crazy. So it wasn't the lighting. I just need to do better. Quit smearing up my screen. So it wasn't the lighting. I just need to do better and straighten my screen and wipe it away. All right, y'all. So that was super easy. So it's gonna be a late dinner, unfortunately, but we're gonna make it do what it do. I'm gonna tidy up the kitchen, fold some laundry. The boys are down for their nap. Y'all, I was just thinking, you know, you can always find something in your life that you feel like should be better or different. You can focus on things that are, you know, negative and things that don't bring you joy. But I was just thinking about how blessed I am. People think that my life is so stressful because I have twins. They're like, oh my God, you don't get any sleep. I'm sure, you know, this, and this. But honestly, and me, where's the wood? Is the wall made of wood? Oh, the cabinets. Okay. I have the best temperamented babies. Like, when I tell y'all they are so chill. We went to a basketball game yesterday. Noah was watching the game like he knew the plays. He was gonna call a foul. Like he was ready. And Evan, he did well, but the loud noises really got to him, which I understood because it was very loud. I don't like when people cheering, you know, they make a goal. He's like, what? Like he wasn't having it. So I understand that. However, overall, they did so well. And like even now, they're in their rooms. I'm talking in a normal voice. The baby monitor's on so I can hear them. But I can literally just go through my day. I don't have to worry about them waking up every 5 minutes and them needing me to come in and tap on their shoulder or none of that. Honestly, the only reason that they're not sleeping in their room at night is because personally, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for it. Jason has asked me, luckily I have a husband that won't pressure me to do anything that really causes me distress, and I feel like that would cause me distress. I don't think the first few days that I will be able to get quality sleep, so he hasn't been pressuring me about it, so I haven't bothered. All right, y'all, I'm gonna tidy up the kitchen, and I'll be back once dinner is done. Yeah, it's been a few hours, but I just want y'all to know that wood trick don't work. Why immediately? I mean, immediately after I was done with this video, I walked to the back because I thought I heard a baby. They both wide awake chilling. Don't knock on wood. It's unnecessary. So now I'm working on the pasta. It actually asks for 16 ounces of cooked pasta. I don't know why I thought it asked for penne, but it doesn't. It just asks for pasta. If y'all are wondering why this is up so high, because I'm just trying to get it to hurry up. I'm not a very patient cook. However, I mean, I think I'm fairly decent. Anytime I mess up something, it's because I was rushing, trying to get it done. Like I was like, I'm trying to cook the chicken fast, so it didn't work out. Like, you know when you fry chicken, it's supposed to be like a low and slow process. That's how it's crispy and on the outside golden brown and not burnt, but it's still cooked on the inside. But I got this turned up because I'm trying to get the water to come to a boil quickly. I'm also gonna set the oven at 375 so we can have cookies tonight. Y'all, I was at Sonic last night after we got back from the game, and I saw Sonic is selling fried cookie dough. Now, am I gonna buy from Sonic? No, but I wanna know what they taste like. So I might, use some of my cookie dough that I have stashed in here and see what it tastes like, see what it's giving me. But I think I'm gonna have a cup of coffee too. I don't know why. So the chicken is extremely good. Like it's very well seasoned. The dressing probably really like sets it over the top. But for some reason it's not. The dish doesn't feel cohesive, if that makes any sense. Like the chicken is amazing, but then the pasta's just like, he just showed up to the party. Everybody else finna leave, but he coming to party. That's what it feels like. I'm gonna mix it up just a little bit more. And I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more Parmesan cheese. And I'm also gonna add some parsley just for color because that's what the girlies do. That's what the chefs do. In the reviews that I saw, the women also said to add half and half. So I'm just gonna add just a splash. And maybe that'll help it be, I'm also gonna change this to warm. That'll help it be a little bit more cohesive. Today we are gonna be making the meal for Tuesday, which is grilled cheese with the tomato soup that I got from Scratch Pantry. So this is gonna be my first time making this bread. I don't feel like the bread, normally I make like a French bread, but I don't feel like that bread, again, y'all, we got a choir. I don't feel like that bread, is gonna do well like in a grilled cheese, because I've tried to make like a sandwich out of it and it wasn't great. I liked it with like jam and stuff like that, but it wasn't really good with like for like a sandwich. So we're gonna try this new homemade artisan bread, and in the description it says with or without a Dutch oven, which is important because I don't have one. I'll link it down below in the description box. But we need to go ahead and get that started because it has to rise for at least 2 hours. And it's already 1:50. Y'all know it's gonna drop this toy out the side of this. It needs to rise for 2 hours. So let's go ahead and get that started, and we'll make the soup closer to dinner time. So I was going to try to measure all this out, but why would I do that when I got a food scale? I could just measure on the food scale 300 grams, 430 grams of flour.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew.
Bread making has become like a pat on the back to La Brea in the last few months. I never saw myself as a person who would be interested in making bread for the purpose of like making dishes. So it's just cool to see. I got into bread making from my friend Misha, and she started making it. And I was just like, that's so cool. I want to start making it. And I'm not perfect by any means, but it is a act of love and something that you create with your hands. And so I think that's such a beautiful sentiment of just who I'm trying to become as a person. So I'm just tidying up here, getting everything clean, getting all that sticky dough off of the counter so we can start anew. And it has risen. So I am about to turn this out onto a floured surface. So I probably could have let it rise a little bit more, but it turned out pretty good. It turned out fairly well. I also floured the pan. Now they did say that it was going to be really sticky, but I wasn't expecting it to be as sticky as it was. Like, it was very sticky. But the bread turned out so good. It was so tasty. You guys will get to see a clip of it in a second. I'm shaping the bread up now, and that is how the bread turned out. There was something I was supposed to do to make it not stick to the bottom. Honestly couldn't remember. Maybe parchment paper. And now we're getting started on the tomato soup. Now, fun fact about me, when I used to live overseas, I took a summer job, and our job was to make mirepoix. And if you know what mirepoix is, or if you don't know what it is like a trinity blend of peppers and onions. And so my job was to cut onions all day. I suck at cutting onions because my eyes burn so much every time. It doesn't matter what I try to do to stop it, it always turns out the same. But I am adding that in. Y'all, this is the first time I've ever like slow cooked, what do they call it? When you slow cook onions? I'll leave what it is on the screen, but this is the first time I've ever done that, and I was so proud of myself. You'd have thought that I was Gordon Ramsay, honey, because I was like, I am that girl. And y'all, I know y'all commented about me cutting on the counter. I have to get better at that because I hate having to keep cleaning the cutting board, but I know I need to get better at that. So there we go with the onions. They are nowhere near done, but they are making their way. And then I'm getting the soup ready, and it literally was so easy just dropping the ingredients after you hit those onions. Now, she does call for you to take the mixture and put it like in a blender, and I didn't do that, so mine was a little chunky, but I think it was nice. It was still good. It was still good. So we are taking some tests. You know, when you are the chef, you get to eat the goodness, and the good. So it was very tasty. The grilled cheese was tasty. The soup was tasty. Everything was tasty, and I was very proud of myself. That's it for today's video. I truly appreciate you guys for joining the journey and taking your time with me today. If you could, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with someone who would love to watch it. Until next time, see ya.